Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome to the demo for DarkSwitch, a city builder where the unique kind of mechanic is that we are kind of dealing with limited space, building up a giant, well, tree. Sounds cool to me, so let's jump on in and see what we've got going on. Years ago, violent shroud surges began ravaging our world. They overwhelmed and engulfed everything in their path, and with the fog came horrors beyond comprehension. That is why, by the personal decree of Archon Valfidus, we founded the settlement we call Ilaran. Here we conduct vital research and study the Shroud's nature, to uncover its secrets and to forge weapons against this unrelenting threat. Alright, interesting little starting premise there. So we gotta fight the mist, or fog. Alrighty then, here we are. Let's see, to make your journey through the lands and air currents of Nele not only interesting, Nele, but also comfortable, we have prepared descriptions of important elements of the game's interface for you. You know what, let's go through the tutorial together, shall we? I mean, I could try to go, blind, but it does occur to me sometimes maybe doing that might make for a fun video, but I guess also kind of seeing me go through the tutorial could also highlight if there's any blind spots. Anyway, yes, the main menu can be opened, or reveal that I'm an idiot, one or the other. Anyway, the main menu can be opened by pressing the button in the upper right corner of the screen, or by pressing the escape key. The residence indicator down here in this little corner, or well, bottom center along the toolbar here. It shows the total population of your settlement, as well as how many of them have permanent jobs. Right now, you have 55 residents who are not assigned to any task. Alright, so I see it, 55, and then I can kind of make out that that's like a hammer with a little X in it, so that's our unemployed. Gotcha. Camera switch. The camera switch button allows you... Camera switch. Ah, right there. Allows you to select the viewing method. A camera attached to a tree is useful for working with buildings on the trunk. A free camera is convenient for studying objects on the ground. Alright, so we'll just kind of zoom out here with the mouse wheel and just kind of take a look. Okay, so we can actually build on... There's more than one tree. That is actually useful to know, because I was kind of under the impression at first that maybe we would have just the one tree that we build on. But that is evidently not the case. We actually have a couple of trees here. And I can kind of use the mouse wheel to rotate around here if I press it in. Let's zoom back on it. Oh god, I've lost the original tree. Gaslight, you fool! Alright, here we are. We've made it back safely. Though which camera was I on? The clock shows the time in your settlement. If I hover over this, do I get a tooltip? Maybe not while we're in the tutorial here. Let's see. At 8 o'clock, the day shift begins and ends at 20 hours. After which residents who have finished working will have a snack and go to sleep. You can also see next to the clock how many days you have already been. Alright, day 1, 8:01. Buttons below you allow you to increase the speed or deposit. We have our assorted resources over here. Resource panel displays the materials collected by the residents of your settlement. Resources are divided into basic resources and advanced resources. The most important resources at the beginning are wood, raw food, and rations. You'll learn how to extract the others later. Your first assignment is to set up the production of rations in the settlement. Oh shoot, I skipped over you. Sorry, sir. So Archon Valfidus is losing power. What about our supplies? We have enough food for 3 days. Messer Fnark, but there are mushrooms above the platform of the Great Tree. It's not the healthiest food, but since we don't have anything better, go collect it. Alright. So, mushrooms. Set on the platform above the Great Tree. Ooh. Gotta get myself a little, What am I looking at here? So the root, or the top of the tree I got something to highlight for a second there. Oh. Alright, so if we go in here, we have the cookery. Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, here we are, mushrooms. I see. Kind of would... Wait, hang on a second here. If I hover over you, kind of wish when hovering over I'd get maybe like a tooltip telling me what the building is without having to click on it. You know, just to... You know, just for like a quick reminder. But, what do we got here? Colony of edible mushrooms, meager source of bad food, but almost inexhaustible. Oh, and okay, so we have a couple of different sources of mushrooms. Just zoom back in here. All right, so what are you telling me? High efficiency, and you are low efficiency? And what are you? Just some guy. So, am I getting from this that there's like different types of people? Alright. Forest house, what do you do? A small but cozy home, while not as luxurious as the noble houses in Sarago, it nevertheless provides decent living conditions for Ilaran workers. The layout provides all of the basic necessities, comfortable beds, and an open gallery on the roof for relaxation. Okay, so we will need to build more of these if we want to increase our population. I gotcha. Wood pile. Alright, might as well, Alright, so we can see... You're no fret. What does that mean? Wait, hang on a second. Oh, wait. Work shifts. Oh, I see. Okay, so we can have... right now I'm starting to understand the whole day-night shift deal. And this is a wood pile. Again, kind of just fill you up. Because we have workers here, so might as well just kind of get people in here. Though maybe I'm going a little crazy. Alright. And we'll just sort of sit on this for now and just let the work actually begin. Edible mushrooms, collect mushrooms from the mushroom patch. 0 out of 10. So we're just kind of waiting on that job now. The mushrooms taste like feet and smell like old garbage. No wonder so many workers got sick after eating them. Let's boil them. Alright, break down the poison. They won't taste any better, but at least they'll be safe. Okay, so the build menu allows us to build new buildings. We are looking for a kitchen, are we? When you hover over an image of a building, you will see its description and price, as well as find out what surface it can be built on. A kitchen can be built anywhere, but now it is worth building on a trunk. When you select a building to build on the trunk, you'll see its translucent silhouette, and the surface of the trunk will display the area available for construction. Hover over the area you like. If the building can be built, it'll be green, otherwise it will be red. If you don't have enough resources, the silhouette will be red even if it is suitable. Okay, so that's useful to know. So, you know, just be mindful that if you don't have the resources, then, yeah, you may be hovering over a... That's just useful for planning, you know. It may be a valid spot, but if you don't have the materials, then you can't build it. You will begin the construction of the building. Future building will be surrounded by forests, and residents who are free from work will go to build it. Okay, so we actually do want people who don't have jobs, or more specific jobs by the sounds of it, because those are the ones who do general purpose labor. Okay. I am kind of just skimming the text, but I think, you know, we get the general gist of it. Okay, so we can put it here or here. That feels right to me. I was kind of wondering what this was. It's a staircase. All right, nicely done, nicely done. I guess I could have built it up here, but I kind of like the idea of having it, you know, where it is. I guess we better assign some workers to it. There we go. Jolly good. And I kind of want to go... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it actually did automatically assign the most efficient types of... But I'm kind of curious here. What are these, like, different types of worker? You have, like, hooded people, people with, like, goggles, and non-special people. Let's see here. Our wood stocks are quickly getting low. We can't keep this up, or we're going to run out completely. We have no choice but to take the risk and go down to get the wood. It's dangerous. What if we suddenly run into Sarago's air patrol? Be on your guard. By the way, you can find a secluded spot near the lake to build a fisherman's shed. After all, one can't live on mushrooms alone. Alright, again, useful stuff to know. And what do we have here? Confirmed a forest of smaller trees grows at the tree's roots. Our rangers must assess the viability for lumber. Requirements. 5 ration? Wait, what is, yeah, 5 rations. So we do need more rations before we can actually send the scouts. And it also seems we don't have scouts? Actually, is that what you are? That is something I feel is a bit missing. I kind of wish if I hovered over these different groups, it would tell me who they are. Oh, can I click on them? No, I can't. Not yet. Let's see here. Ah, here we are, toilers. So you're a toiler. These are craftsmen, and the hood guys are rangers. All right. Sensible. Descend to the ground. Form a squad of rangers in the scout base. Explore the locations on the map. All right, we'll go ahead and pause for a second here. Now, scout base. What is a scout base? Is that you? No, your storage. Oh, wait. Create a scout team. Okay, so we just need to wait for the rations. All right. It's getting a little ahead of myself there, it seems. Oh, what's this? Fall of the Ignalis. 3 red signals from the northeast. That means the neighboring outpost, Ignalis, has fallen. There's no way to help them now. The ruins where Ignalis is located are a 5-day journey away. Even if we send rangers, after marching through fog teeming with shroud creatures and ancient relics, they'll need their own help. Alarin has a mission, and completing it is paramount. Alas, every man for himself. Oh, it's a little random events as well. Smaller silhouette next to the building is a possible extension. Let's see. Extensions will become available to you later with the study of technologies. You are not obliged to leave space for an extension, but then its construction will not be available in the future. Perhaps someone from Ignalis has survived. We must accept the survivors if they reach us. Are you going to accept them? You know what the Shroud does to people. Do you want crazed... Ah, that's where the threat comes from. Do you want crazed refugees to burn half of Alarin to the ground? We'll help them as long as it doesn't hinder our research. And we ourselves can't sleep in tents anymore. We need to build proper houses. Or maybe we should just cut it down. Before you proceed, Madden, remember, cutting the flesh of the great tree is not only sacrilege, but also a crime. Though Sarago is far, Messer Efnarch will never allow it. Yes, precisely. The great tree generates solar. Therefore, I forbid anyone to even lay an axe to it without the craftsman's supervision. I will not tolerate such barbarism. Fell the trees on the ground. Okay. Your settlement is a small light in the middle of a dangerous world. The difficulties and adversities that will visit you will certainly affect the mood of the residents. The bar at the top of the screen shows the current level of fear in the settlement. With a high level of fear, the efficiency of workers decreases, and if the bar fills completely, you lose. The fear of sorry, as I lose my ability to speak here. The settlement fear increases when your villagers gain negative ailments, and decreases when they lose them. Story events and your choices can also increase or decrease the level of fear. Okay, okay. Useful to know. Still waiting on those rations. And we do want to try and leave room for extensions. Like this one, I don't think I left any room. Oh, what do we got here? Ah, those refugees have arrived. We can let them in, or they'll need to be driven away. Let's see, they're barely standing on their feet. It's amazing how they overcame all this way. Nobody can really explain what occurred. Some talk about an unexpected attack by the inhabitants on each other. Others say there were waves of fog in which entire squads vanished. Among those who came, many were wounded, but a big chunk of them were lunatics. The tied-up psychos drool, laugh wildly, and mumble random odd words. The fog has consumed their mind. We've seen this before. We'll let them in. I'm sure that won't go horribly awry. They're climbing up the tree towards us, some of them with tears of happiness, some with noticeable relief, some with unnatural indifference on their faces. If we have accepted them, then we must provide all the conditions. We must build the healing chambers. Okay. When a resident goes too long without food, they become hungry. If your settlement has a functioning cookery with available food, hungry residents will automatically go there to eat. Alright. And if there's no food, then they will begin starving. Alright. So they can survive a day without food, by the sounds of it. And they eat rations made from raw food. The value improves as you progress. While residents can eat raw food directly, this is insufficient and may cause illness. Nope. And these are the refugees who just arrived. Okay, these guys are ready, so we will send them out. The Archon's latest message states that you, Tessin, have been appointed as the leader. You'd better get used to making difficult decisions. I always think about what is best for the people. And there will always be those who are dissatisfied. For example, many had hoped to return home to Sarago on the next Skywalker. Now we are stuck here for a good while. I miss the times when I was just a humble researcher. Okay, so we're just waiting on that. And what? Oh. What is beyond this wall of mist? Like, I thought I saw a building in there, but, maybe I was, off. Can also go to free cam mode for a moment, just to sort of... I am seeing these red flashes over here in the fog. I'm a little concerned about what that means. The area is well suited for a lumberjack hut. If we build a warehouse nearby, labor productivity will increase. Workers won't have to carry logs over long distances. Okay. Some buildings can only be built on a certain surface. Places where such building can be erected are marked with icons in its tooltip. Alright, so... lumberjack hut. Let's try to... I think that's the... just... oh. Almost. Almost. Oh, I can't actually place you there. And I don't have enough resources. Okay, so what resources am I missing for this? Price is 30... oh, shite. Oh dear. Maybe I built too many houses too quickly, and I've boned us. No workers. Oh, shoot. It's because you're configuring the loot zone, or building by clicking the corresponding button in its window. Don't forget, the longer it takes for workers to commute, the less time they'll have to work. Okay. Now let's, we'll max out the day shift, and I think I'll only put, 2 on the night shift. Alright, so if we, whoa! Hello? What is this? Also, lock me back on my tree, please. And we also need a warehouse, so we want to, chain this, huh? Now, how does one go about... may only be constructed on platforms or the ground. Okay. Oh, but we don't have enough resources, so we do have to wait on that. Flame guard. Alright, so we're kind of falling behind here on you know, what... okay, it says you're ready. Okay, there we go. Flames that are scarier than the shroud. Luminarchy. Just the sound of this very word makes many people turn pale and shiver with fear. The Luminarchs carry the word of light with fire and sword to the furthest outposts. Their duty is to find and punish heretics, wherever and whoever they are. What do they need here? Okay, we can either stop them, which would greatly increase our fear, or we could allow them to look around. Okay, so we're kind of boned either way. Tessin walks out to greet the Luminarchs, possessively disembarking from the Skywalker, and bows respectfully. The commander walks forward and with a casual nod blesses Tessin with light from his outstretched hand. Greetings. Oh dear. Luminarch Legatus is here by order of the Supreme Luminator. Ignalis has been destroyed, and it was the work of the Shroud Worshippers cult. You're not sheltering any of them, are you? This is our letter of credence from Valfidis, Archon of Sorago. We are under his personal protection, and your authority is... The light guides us all, and we go where it tells us. We will examine every resident with our truth machine. Your permission is not required. Well, shit. That's mildly problematic for us now, isn't it? Alright, so I guess at this point we're just playing the waiting game. And I guess there's also not much I can do about these guys. Bunch of bloody fanatics, isn't it? The Luminarchs remained idle for many hours, but then they stopped and began taking each of Ilaran's inhabitants one by one onto their Skywalker. They were interrogated and many were tortured. There was nothing they could do about it. After all, if the Luminarchs gave a signal, the incinerator cruisers would arrive in a few days, leaving only a scorched mark on the site of their outpost. All they could do was hope that none of the inhabitants would reveal Ilaran's true purpose. Wait, we have a secret purpose that I haven't been told about? Scouts report that the lakeshore is gently sloping and the soil is not swampy. We could build a fisherman's shed on it. Alright, that is something we were, Oh, they took someone. And exploration is finished. Fisherman's shed can only be built on the bank of a river. Alright, so we're just waiting on that. Skywalker from Sorago dropped signal fires on the ground before departing. What for? It turned around not far from the great tree and never reached us. That's probably how the captain marked where he left something for us. I'll send some rangers to check it out. Alright, so there's, some more stuff. Okay, they're returning, so we still have to wait a bit. And we are still waiting on wood to get gathered. So... yeah. And there is more scouting stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to free camera now. Because there are assorted jobs that we want to do. That cargo is probably pretty valuable. I thought I saw another signal out there somewhere. There is. In the distance, we see a campfire, most likely refugees. Certainly in need of aid. Alright, so... unfortunately, there's not much we can... oh my god. Oh, look at all that. Lots of resources. Excellent. Expected supply shipment. There's even a note wishing us success. Valfidis' people remain fiercely loyal to him. Okay, valuable steel. Advanced resource that can replace iron. Advanced resources are typically refined, making them much more efficient. Another key advantage is that each resource has a storage limit. Alright, so that's good. Though we are, again, still kind of falling behind here. This is concerning. Though we are getting wood, so that's pretty good. So we produce 80 every day. Maybe I should increase our night shift. Just by a bit. But that does leave us with only you know what? Maybe we'll break up labor like that. For now. I feel like we have so much to do, and I'm like, I don't have enough resources to stay on top of all of our stuff. Alright, so I guess I want to put you so that your like little circle here is within range of... Also, can I rotate you? I can. Okay, this is done. Now we just need to assign wood. Excellent. So that finishes that. Now we need a fisherman's shed, the engineerium, build 2 flame guards, and assign rangers to the flame guards. Okay, fisherman's shed. That is a bit of a ways off, isn't it? Alright, and if I rotate it this way... alright. So we have that. Engineerium. I haven't gotten around to the flame guards, though. I suppose I should put one down here, maybe. And, I kind of wish this didn't automatically close when I, you know, place something. Okay, where do I want to put you? I guess I'll just kind of bloop you in there. If it's shrouded in fog, it begins to be corrupted. Stained glass windows and ever light sources protect ground structures from corruption and slowly heal buildings. The buildings on the trunk heal themselves. Ah, okay. And I assume that's warning us about these guys over here. Alrighty then, so still kind of waiting on stuff, but I also noticed we have a bit of a timed mission here against the Luminarchs. Can't really build you on the water. Alright, so put you... Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so that's the best we're going to get there. What do we have here? The remains of woodworking. A whole stack of finished wooden planks without any logs, the origin of the wood, the cutting method used, and what lights lured us to the site remain a mystery. So there's like someone trying to help us, it would seem. Interesting. And we still need that engineerium. Let's see. Oh, and also expand the lower platform. How do I expand the lower platform? I've been getting caught up on all the other things that I am, you know, trying to do. We have so much work, and our fear is ticking up at a dangerous rate. Let's see. Expand the lower platform. This, or is this the lower platform? Ah, there we are. Okay. Oh, I see. Now this makes me think lower platform, so get those guys. Warm light of the fire guards is soothing. At night people feel far better. They no longer hear the maddening whispers leaking from the shroud, even though the nights are growing darker. Probably gonna want to build something over here. So what is this? Oh, that must be like the fog level? Getting pretty tense here. Alright, 14 minutes of real time left, so we're still, Can I build another scouting party? Ah, we need to research in order to do that, so the answer is, in short, no. Oh, and as we can see, you're in fog, so... Well, I guess we kind of have to prioritize here. We'll have to risk this for now. And we want the engineerium. Okay, you guys are exploring. Almost done. Jolly good. We've got some rations. Let's see. They spotted the procession of Luminarchs. They're not hiding at all. Indeed, they are carrying torches. Are they coming back? If so, we should stop searching right away. I don't want our people to run into the Luminarchs. I'll blast it all. Or maybe you only get a search 2 of them, and then that automatically ends. Unless I wasn't paying close enough attention and the timer ran out. Very unfortunate stuff either way. Okay, build a storage depot on the platform. Oh, Killy Dokley. Storage depot, storage depot. Am I just misunderstanding that you're just talking about a Never warehouse? That is my guess. And we're just waiting now for the engineerium. What do we have here? Corruption in progress. 19 hours and 34 minutes. Today my brother detained a toiler who didn't have a certificate proving he had passed the machine of truth. Any explanation? That toiler forgot a certificate at home. We're a poor and backward outpost. We just maintain the device for measuring the level of the shroud. And at the same time, several rangers armed to the teeth are ready to die rather than let me reach the top of the great tree. Do I look like an idiot to you? My patience is over, Tessin. Now it's your turn to pass the machine of truth. Oh dear. Is that also maybe an indication that we are out of time? Is that it? Like, I have lost control. Oh no. Tessin approaches the Luminarch Skywalker, trying his best to hide his willies. He manages to turn around and look at his comrades when the door closes behind him. We must fight through it. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. Hello. We'll go ahead and do a little scouting. Though we have way too many homeless people. So, perhaps... Rodamir report that the Rangers discovered a field littered with metal debris. It looks like a remnant of the War of the Domains. Where is Radimir himself? Luminarchs took him away for interrogation, but he's a tough one. He won't break. Oh dear. Tortured by light-hot needles. It all reminded me of my Solaric engine course at the Academy. Burned just as painfully there, so I'm used to it. Yeah. Send some diggers out to look through the metal debris you mentioned. If we find anything worthwhile, it could help make complex machines. Okay, so we're going here. But we do have a lot more people now, so let's max this out so we hopefully, you know, can get wood a little faster. Though I'm also looking at my timer, and I think... Oh dear, more people. I think we'll wrap things up here. We still have a fair bit to go in the tutorial. But that is my time for now. So, initial thoughts. I think there's a pretty solid base here. And I saw occasionally the tree actually gets in the way of me seeing, but that might just be me acclimatizing to the controls. And although we can actually... once you get the feel for things, it actually gets a lot better. Though, resource gathering is a bit of a slog right now. But then again, that's usually kind of the thing in a lot of these building games, is that you end up, you know, you kind of find yourself waiting for, you know, resources to build, and then you go on like a big building spree, and then you run out of resources, and then you start again, and so on and so forth. Anyway, but I am enjoying this, is I guess the short of what I'm trying to say. And I am interested in like, following the development of this one, and seeing where things go. And so, yeah, if you like the look of this game and want to see more, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, that is it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see all you in the next video.